Babylon's sacred days and the birth of the Sabbath. Before the Bible commanded rest on the seventh day, the Babylonians had already marked it. They called it an evil day, a day when kings couldn't ride chariots, priests couldn't give rulings, and physicians were forbidden to touch the sick. This is the forgotten origin of the Sabbath. The Babylonians didn't invent the calendar, they inherited it from the Sumerians. But by 2000 BCE, they had refined something critical, a 7-day cycle tied to the phases of the moon. Every month began with the new moon, and counting forward, the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th days were marked as sacred. But sacred didn't mean celebration, it meant restriction. These days had names. The 7th was called Shapatu, the day of rest. The 28th was the day of calming the heart. But what did that actually mean? Ancient tablets preserved the rules. Listen to what was forbidden on the 28th day, the last evil day of the month. The shepherd of the great people shall not eat flesh cooked upon the coals or bread of the oven. The garment of his body he shall not change. He shall not put on clean garments. He shall not bring an offering. The king shall not ride in his chariot. He shall not speak as a ruler. The priest shall not give a decision in the secret place. The physician shall not lay his hand on a patient. Why? Because these days were liminal, thresholds between human action and divine order. To work, to rule, to heal, these were acts of control. And on the seventh day, control belonged to the gods. Now listen to the Bible, written over 1,000 years later. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work. The structure is identical, a 7-day cycle. The seventh day set apart, prohibitions on labor. But the theology shifted. In Babylon, the seventh day was dangerous, a day when the gods were unstable and humans had to withdraw. In Israel, the seventh day became holy, a day when God rested and humans were invited to mirror him. So how did a Babylonian ritual become a cornerstone of Jewish law? In 586 BCE, the Babylonians destroyed Jerusalem and exiled its people. For 2 generations, Jews lived in Babylon, immersed in its temples, its calendars, its sacred rhythms. When they returned, they brought something with them, not a copy, but a transformation. The 7-day cycle remained, the rest remained. But now it pointed to a different God, one who didn't need appeasement, but invited partnership. Every Saturday, every Sunday, billions of people rest because the Babylonians once believed the seventh day was too dangerous to act. The Bible didn't invent the Sabbath. It inherited a rhythm already ancient and made it mean something new. Same pattern, different story, part of something older.